My name's John, and I'm from Port Credit. We're going to have some Port Credit humor here. Number one, real estate agents. Guaranteed to be your friend if you live in Port Credit because you have a house. Sometimes it makes me think that maybe they're trying to pick me up and not the lifting kind of pickup. But the most memorable real estate agent has got to be Sam McDaddy. It looks like his face is painted. And the thing is, he's goes to these Raptor games and the Jays. He was even at the U.S. Open. And once you see his face on the TV, you can't unsee it. So please, Sam, stop. If I let you sell my house, will you stop going to those events and sitting in the front row? What do I love about PC? Well, I love the parks, okay? But one question I have about the parks is Tall Oaks Park and St. Lawrence Park. They're right next to each other. Like, where's one start and the other end? And this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the two parks are beside each other. So then they can say Mississauga has lots of parks and name the two different ones. So I'm thinking they should just name more, break that park up more. Gazebo Park, Beach Park, Stair Park. There's what? You turn two parks into 5 parks right there, just renaming. Maybe you could sell some name. Sam McDaddy Park. I don't know if you knew about this relatively new Port Credit bylaw. But if you are outside of Port Credit and you buy a house in Port Credit, the bylaw states you have 6 months to a year. You have to tear it down and build a big ugly house that takes up most of your yard. And it has to be the biggest and ugliest house on the street. It's I don't know what they call the uglification ordinance, I believe. Dog walking in Port Credit. You can tell old Port Credit people because they actually say hi. If you're not from Port Credit, I believe that ordinance extends to the fact that you're not allowed to say hi or allowed to have your dog mingle with dogs that are from Port Credit. Now, I've been thinking, I've heard a lot about Alberta succession, and I'm thinking Port Credit should secede from Mississauga. And people ask why? Why would you do that? Well, let's look at how politicians look at Port Credit. They see the most beautiful part of Mississauga, and they say, you know what? Other people from Mississauga feel bad because Port Credit's so much nicer. So we need to make Port Credit more like the rest of Mississauga so those people won't feel so bad. Port Credit landmarks. The lighthouse. It doesn't actually work, okay? I'm surprised Mississauga hasn't torn it down in one of their uglification ordinances. Memorial Gardens. I've been there many times. I haven't seen a plant or a garden there. I don't know why they call it that. The Ridgetown. The Ridgetown is the ship that acts as a breakwater. It is a tribute to failure. It ran aground and they just left it there. Let's talk other landmarks. Sassafras, nope, gone. Rick's Recollection, no, gone. The movie theater, no, gone. More probably work from your city council. The stink, all right? I barely smelled the stink of the sewage treatment plant. Apparently, before my time, it used to stink down here because of the St. Lawrence Starch Factory. I say bring back the stink. Bring back some authentic old Port Credit. And what do I hate about Port Credit? Well, it's not much to hate, but one thing definitely we can all agree on that we hate is the traffic. Okay? My solution. Stop the traffic in the summer between Huron, Ontario and Mississauga. Not allowed to drive on the road. Presto changeo, traffic problem solved. Thank you all. That is my view on Port Credit.